Okay, so I'm going to show you how I pump when I'm at work in the pumping room. This is new to me, so I'm trying to find what I like best, and I can continue to share with you girls, ladies. But I put some napkins down because I don't want to put my parts just flat on the table. I'm going to take my parts out. You need bottles, pumping bottle, pump pieces. I like to take my charger and plug my charger into my portable charger because usually my charger is going dead. I think last time I pumped was earlier today, so, and I knew that it was a little bit dead because I didn't charge it last night because I was tired, so it completely slipped my mind. Okay, you gotta be kidding me. So it looks like I left a pump part at the desk. So I'll only be pumping on one side because I left one of the pump parts at the desk. And that happens when you have your refrigerator. I'm a little upset because I would like to have all my stuff together, and I didn't today. But that's okay. I have it. It's just upstairs. So I'll just pump on one side and then switch it and pump on the other side. So I'll leave my pump. As you can see, my pump is charging. Boop. That lets me know that it's charging. And so because I can show you how I do it with one pump. So it has 3 places. One part I'm going to plug into my pump on one side, and then this one, since I don't have, this one is going to go in here into my pump, and because I don't have the other pump right now, I'll place it, there's a hole where you can put it into. Okay, so I'm going to put this on and I'll come back. Alright, so now my pump is on, secured, my shirt down. And I'm gonna turn it on. This one too. I just kind of like to see if it's comfortable for me, and if it's comfortable, I'll just leave it. If it's not comfortable, then I'll just adjust it and make it slower. Right now it's on 2, which I let it massage. I also have an app that I usually use to turn on the time. But because I'm recording on my phone, I'm just going to write the time right here. Nevertheless, I'm going to write the time right here. I usually put it in the app, but I believe it is 12 right now. And then I'll also put my pumping time, and this is actually my 3rd pump of the day. So I fed Noah this morning. After I fed him, I pumped. And then we got to the daycare. Before he went in the daycare, I fed him a little bit more. I pumped my first pump at work was at, I want to say, around 9 to 9:30. And then will be my 2nd pump for work, but my 3rd pump of the day. 2nd pump for work is at 12, so 9:30, 10, 11, 12. So that's 3 hours apart. Trying to keep a same groove, same routine. Usually I eat around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So if I pump before I eat, that's fine. And then I'll pump again around 3 to 4 o'clock before it's time for me to go home. So that's how I do it. If you have any questions, comments, you just let me know in the comment part. So it massaged for like 2 minutes now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to up it and put it at a different speed. So the first speed is like a massage speed, and the second speed is like, okay, let it down. Like, time to come down. Time to drop. Let's go. Drop for me. Drop for me. Drop for me. It's going to take a while before it starts to drop. So, like I always say, you need to make sure you stay hydrated. So, I'm going to take a water break. Being sure to stay on a good pumping schedule is great, because then it lets your body know when you need the milk and how much milk you need. So if push comes to shove and you only have one bottle, you use what you have. Use what you have. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm still getting a chance to pump. Look, my milk is falling now. Let me see it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's gonna start falling. You probably see it drop. So I'm just gonna let this fill up. What I'll do is I'll pump 15 minutes on this side, and I'm gonna try to pump at least 15 minutes on the other side as well. So I'm not gonna stand here for 15 minutes. I'm gonna have a seat and relax a little bit. So if you leave comments in the comment section, I can answer those comments or answer those questions during this time when I'm recording for you girls. So come on in, chocolate milk mamas. You are so welcome to join me, because I'm ready for this new journey. And if you're ready, just let me know. Just let me know in the comments. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn. And if you're here for it, you type here for it. Here for all of it. What I can talk to you about is how I store my milk. So I'm not sure if you've seen a picture of my stash, my milk stash. So I will insert a picture somewhere on here. I'll insert a picture so you can see my milk stash. I have a deep freezer, and at first I was storing my milk in the regular refrigerator, but we moved it to the deep freezer because, one, if you have a deep freezer, your milk can last longer, because naturally the deep freezer is colder and you're not constantly opening and closing the door. They want you to put your milk in the back of the freezer. If you don't have a deep freezer, don't have access to a deep freezer, it's good to keep your milk in the back of the freezer. The type of freezer that we had, the type of freezer that we have, we go in and out. I have a 3-year-old daughter who loves popsicles, so she was constantly getting popsicles or whatnot. Our meat was in the refrigerator. We had no room for my meat or anything at all. Nothing else could go in our refrigerator, our freezer, but my milk. And I was adamant about keeping my milk in the freezer, making sure my milk stayed frozen and things of that nature. So my husband ended up buying me a deep freezer. Kudos to him for buying me that deep freezer. Thank you, babe. And so I can tell you how long things last. I have a breast milk storage guideline, and I got this from the hospital that I had my baby in. If anybody needs this, I can create a document for you chocolate milk mamas. But I'll also put something on my Instagram. I'll create something and put something on my Instagram, or I'll also make something for TikTok. We'll see. I'll get a little creative for you chocolate milk mamas. So it says, how long is breast milk good for? So storing location, I have storing location, I have the freshness, and then I also have thawed or previously frozen. So we're gonna talk about location. I'm gonna say each one, and I'm just gonna go like in a row. So stored location. So countertop. So up to 77 Fahrenheit or below, up to 4 hours. So your milk can stay fresh for up to 4 hours on the countertop. Okay. So if it was previously frozen and you have it on the countertop, it can only last 1 to 2 hours. So say you took out some milk that was frozen, took out some milk from the freezer because you thought your baby was going to need the milk within the next 2 hours. Your baby ends up sleeping a little bit longer than you expected. That milk is no good. Throw it out. You don't want to have milk that makes your baby sick. No, don't do that. Poo. So in your refrigerator should be at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So that lasts. So if you put your milk in the refrigerator, so say you finish pumping, because in the beginning I was at home. So I stayed at home for about, I want to say 8 to 12 weeks after I had Noah, before he went to the daycare. So within that 8 to 12 weeks, I was able to just pump at home. So I was so tired. When I tell you, I was just tired. Sometimes I would be in a daze while I was pumping. So I would get up, get up and put the milk in the refrigerator because I knew. And then when I started pumping, I didn't have but an ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounces of milk at a time. And so I knew that when he went to daycare, he would possibly only going to be drinking 4 ounces at a time. So what I did was I took, like if I pumped 2 ounces, I would take that 2 ounces, put it in the refrigerator. The next time I pumped, I would take the next 2 ounces and put that in the refrigerator as well. When I put those 2 ounces in the refrigerator, they were in 2 separate bottles because the first bottle that I put in the refrigerator is cold, and the second bottle that I'm getting ready to put in the refrigerator is not cold. It's good for the milk to stay at the same temperature before you end up combining the milk. Excuse me. So before you combine the milk, so I would put that in the refrigerator, both milks in the refrigerator. So by the end of the day, what I did was everything is the same temperature by the end of the day. So I would combine the milks at 4 ounces. Once the milk got to 4 ounces, I would take matter of fact, I can show you. I would take a bag. I would take a breast milk bag. I would label it, and I would label it, and then I would freeze it flat. We can do a video if you want a video on me labeling the bags. Put it down in the comment, like a tutorial on how I label my bags and why I label the bags the way that I do. A tutorial on how I freeze it flat. Just let me know in the comments. Just let me know, and I'll be sure to answer those questions via, maybe I'll write you back, or maybe I'll just create a whole video for you. So just let me know what you want and I can make it happen. Okay, so back to how long is breast milk good for? So freezer. So it has to be at or below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That could last up to 6 months. 6 months. Yeah. So in the freezer, that could last up to 6 months. That's if it was never refroze. So it could last up to 6 months if it was never you can't refreeze it, and you can't thaw it out and freeze it again. No, you gotta throw it away. You can't do that. Now you could put it in the refrigerator and then put it in the deep freezer, or you can put it in the refrigerator and then put it in the freezer. But try not to put it in the refrigerator and have it sitting there for 4 days and then say, oh, I need to put it in the refrigerator. No, throw it out. It's probably old. But what I would do is I would look at it. taste it maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't taste it because I don't drink milk. But if I did, I would taste it. And I wouldn't mind tasting my milk. If I'm going to feed it to my baby, why not taste it? But I don't like milk, so I'm not doing that. That's not my thing, okay? Okay. Deep freezer. So in the deep freezer, it could last up to 12 months. So countertop, 4 hours. Refrigerator, 4 days. Freezer, 6 months. Deep freezer, 8 months. Up to 12 months, not 8 months. So the colder it is, the longer it lasts. Think about it that way. The colder your milk is, the longer your milk can last. 4, 4, 6, 12. 4 is countertops. 4 days. 6 months is in the freezer, and deep freezer is 12 months. Okay? If y'all want me to make a chart, put it down in the comments. Say, hey, Chocolate Milk Mama, we need a chart. Y'all need a chart? I can make a chart. Just let me know what you need, and I will try my best to provide that service to you. All right. So I will talk to you girls, Chocolate Milk Mamas, later. I have to get used to that. Y'all give me some time. Give me some time so I can start calling y'all Chocolate Milk Mamas. Because y'all are my chocolate milk mamas, so I need to be sure to call y'all by y'all names and put some respect on it. Right. All right. So see you later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, let another chocolate milk mama know what we have going on over here, because I'm trying to build a community. Hey, chocolate milk mamas. I just wanted to come back on and show you what I got. I only got about 3 ounces, probably a little less than 3 ounces, about 3 ounces of milk during this pump. I just had a lot going on, so when you got a lot going on, you're not going to be able to get much milk. And you'll notice that as time goes on and your work schedule, if you have a stressful day, you're going to have less milk. If you're having a good day and you're feeling good and you're hydrated, you'll have more milk. So keep in mind to stay hydrated, stay happy, and stay mindful of what you have to do. And that is feed your child. Okay? All right. Later.